But why do you think Moola Bandha practice is so amazing, like for you, or what are the benefits of it?
Well, Mool Bandha is such a simple practice that you can practice at almost any time, but it has so many benefits in physical, in the endocrine system, in the spiritual upliftment. So I just feel that every yoga practitioner should incorporate Moola Bandha into their practices.
Yeah, actually, I started incorporating Moola Bandha in my asana practice, and I felt that my lower back is supported, so I have more mobility in my whole body because my body becomes less earth bounded and becomes more mobile, and then I can feel better movement just in general.
Yeah, it's like very useful because the Moola Bandha is connected to the pelvic floor muscles, which are connected to the spine and the muscles which are supporting the spine. By engagement of the Moola Bandha, all these muscles automatically become engaged, and it provides a more stable foundation for the
Yes,
whole body.
you can feel for sure, like the stability.
Yeah, like so many intermediate practitioners, they use Moola Bandha to go safely deeper into their postures. So it has a lot of
Safety.
safety issues, when we are doing the asana practices, and it happens automatically. Sometimes you are doing certain asanas, especially back bending asanas, and like the Urva Dhanurasana or Chakrasana, and the Mool Bandha might automatically happen even before, like it's an instinctive reaction.
Yeah. Another thing what happened to me, like personally, since I started practicing Mula Bandha, is I really reduced any types of inflammations happening in my reproductive organs or in general in my pelvic floor region, like because the muscle became more stronger in the pelvic floor region. So naturally, it is coping differently. Women who give childbirth, their pelvic floor muscles they become quite loose. That's why they have a lot of issues happening, sort of issues like bladder leakage or even urinary incontinence, which is also coming with the aging. So this strengthening of this region is really prevents from all these issues, I would say.
Yeah, also, like engaging the Moola Bandha, it generates a lot of heat in the body. It is said that it increases the digestive fire in the system, which leads to a better digestion in the body. Ultimately, in simple terms, it means that if you are really practicing Moola Bandha consistently, your hunger will come down because you're digesting the food so well. Your body needs less external food.
So better digestion means cleaner and lighter body.
If you look at it from a more subtle perspective, the Moola Bandha is connected also to, it helps us in balancing our sexual impulses. And it also helps in reducing the outflow of sexual hormones. And in that ways, it helps us in regulation of the entire endocrine system.
Like basically it's rejuvenating also at the same time.
It is very rejuvenating because how the endocrine system works, it is.
Physically rejuvenating, you can actually start looking younger.
Oh yes, yes, yes. Because we are using. How do we age? We age when our, we have limited number of cells we can reproduce, and when that is, that ability is hampered, we start aging. Our cells cannot be created at the pace at which the cells are being destroyed. Now, when we are doing this practice, and it helps us in controlling the endocrine system, we are saving a lot of resources. Because how this endocrine system works is that the pituitary gland, it releases a hormone which increases the production of, say for example, sexual hormones. And then when they become too much, the pituitary gland, it will secrete another hormone which inhibits the growth of the sexual hormones, and then it gets reduced. And when it becomes too less, it again has to secrete another hormone which increases the flow of sexual hormones.
Oh.
By doing the practice of Moola Bandha, these sexual hormones, they come to minimum production levels, so that the pituitary gland doesn't have to unnecessarily release these hormones which are increasing the flow or decreasing the flow of production of sexual hormones.
It sounds like giving your body a rest.
For sure, for sure. You are saving so much of resources which can be used for spiritual upliftment.
And in general, like it uplifts, it gives much more energy. You know, if you practice in the morning, you can feel so much energetic throughout the day. You can do more things. For example, if you practice this with awareness, like really focusing on the region while practicing, your just mind becomes so sharp and one-pointed. So it really helps in also, you know, uplifting your meditation into another level.
Perspective, it is also connected to awakening of the Kundalini power, Kundalini energy. So when you are creating so much by engaging the Moola Bandha, there's a lot of prana or heat generated in the body, and when the prana doesn't have an opening to go out of the body from the base of the body, it has no option but to enter the Sushumna, which is what is known as awakening of the Kundalini. If you look at it from a simple perspective, you will move into a higher state of awareness from the very lower nature of sexual impulses and survival. You will move to a higher state of consciousness.
Well, coming back to the simple, this practice really brings your sexual life into the next level.
Simple words, you will have better sex, you will have less sexual desires, you will eat less, you will sleep less. That's pretty much it.